everybody, welcome back. Today I've got another edition of Coffee Talk for you. So this is episode 3. Okay, so it's been a few weeks, which seems to be the trend of kind of my gap of doing coffee talks. But today is brought to you by Girls Rule and apple crumb donut coffee with vanilla creamer, in case you were wondering. What are you drinking? Still too hot. I do that every time. So just kind of like general chat. General chat. May is a very exciting month for our family. Maybe not to everyone in our family, but May brings about my daughter's birthday and my birthday, which are back to back. So coming up this month, we've got a lot going on. The kids are out of school in just 14 days. They have a countdown going back here. So 2 weeks from today, the kids get out of school. From today when I'm recording this. So we're all looking forward to that. My birthday is on the 13th, and then the very next day is Alice's birthday, which is also on Mother's Day. So that's going to be a fun-filled weekend. I have a little kind of just party get together. She wants a Shopkins cake. I'm not creative. I don't really bake much, but I'm gonna do my best to make a little Shopkins cake for her. And we got her some fun presents, so I'm looking forward to that. The big thing, other than birthdays and Mother's Day, that we're looking forward to this month is our trip to Great Wolf Lodge, and that is coming up, and we're so excited. The kids don't really know where we're going. I will link here the video that talks more about our Great Wolf Lodge trip coming up and how we budgeted for that, because some of you, if you've been watching my videos, you know that we're on a tight budget. So don't freak out thinking that we're just being silly with our money. Take a look at the budgeting video for our trip and you'll understand a little bit more. But May is an exciting month. I'm excited. The kids are excited. They're really ready to be out of school and I'm ready to have them home. So that's kind of what's going on currently. I just got back from grocery shopping, so I filmed a grocery haul and I might film a cleaning haul. And so if you see a lot of videos with me wearing these same clothes, that's why. Today is my kind of filming day and I don't feel the need to necessarily change my clothes for every video that I take. But I just got back. I'm without my wedding ring right now. I had to take that in and get it fixed. It was missing a diamond and we have insurance on it, so they sent that out. They're going to check all the prongs, replace the diamond, and rhodium finish it so it's nice and shiny. But that means I'm without my ring for a few weeks, which always makes my hand feel very naked. Books and podcasts and music, I've got nothing. In my last coffee talk video, I commented and said I was going to start a Colleen Hoover book, I believe. And I had all intentions of doing that, and then I didn't. I started 13 Reasons Why, and I didn't get very far yet. My night times I've not been able to kind of shut my brain off in order to focus on reading, so I've been doing other things. So my reading time has not been what I would like it to. So I've got no updates there for you. No new podcasts. I've been listening to the same old podcast that I usually do. Usually when I'm in the car by myself or around the house, I listen to Dave Ramsey just to keep my spirits up about budgeting and finances and stuff like that, because I'm a total dork, but if you watch my videos, you know that. TV and movies, I've got a mile-long list, it feels like, which is strange because we don't watch many movies, but we went through a pretty decent streak recently. Starting with the movie Arrival, I did not think I was going to like this. My husband forced me to sit down and watch it, and I'm glad I did. So he has that effect, because that happened like last month when we watched The Shallows. I didn't think I was gonna like it, and lo and behold. But Arrival was really good. When I heard it was like about aliens, I didn't think I was gonna like it. But it was more than just that. It was about like learning to communicate with the aliens. If you've watched it, you know what I'm talking about, and I don't want to give spoilers, but it had a really weird twist to it that we didn't see coming. So that was a good one. We watched the movie Split, which is about the main character has split personality disorder, which fascinated me. Part of my college education was on psychology. It was a great like psychological thriller. So that was another one I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. We also watched The Edge of 17, and that one I loved. If you have not seen that, all of these, if you haven't seen them, watch them. The Edge of 17 was hilarious. It brought me back to high school. It brought out the emotions. My husband thought it was basically like the main character was just super selfish and whiny. But for me, I just remember what it was like to be a teenage girl and how even little things were like the end of the world. And so I've been out of high school for a long time. I'll be 33 this month, so I've been out for a while, but that doesn't mean I don't remember what it felt like to be a teenager. So great movie. Woody Harrelson was hilarious. I don't think I've ever had a teacher that behaved like him. I don't know if that would be allowed, because he was very snarky and it was good. So highly suggested. The next one was kind of like for me. We watched A Monster Calls, and it was excuse me, it was an emotional movie. It wasn't what I kind of thought it was going to be. It was about a child who kind of makes up their own like imaginary type of land and creature and tree thing that helps him get through his mother being sick in the hospital. So it was really emotional, and it was definitely not like a comedy, or it was a sad movie, but it was interesting. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like it, so it was unique. For TV, I binge watched 13 Reasons Why in less than 48 hours, which is why I started reading the book. So I mentioned that I started reading that book. I haven't gotten very far on the book, but I've been told that the book, which has been on my to-read list for probably 5 or more years, we can see how I procrastinate on reading, I finally got around to starting it, but the TV show was very controversial. It's been all over Facebook. I'm sure you've seen people talking about it. I personally loved the show as much as you can love something that is so heartbreaking and gut-wrenching to watch. I loved it. I thought it was filmed out very well. I thought it was very realistic. I don't think that it was sensationalizing suicide and the other issues that were brought to the table through that series. If you've not seen it, it's no surprise. It's about a high schooler who commits suicide, and she leaves behind her kind of a legacy of 13 tapes on the reasons and the people that led to her decision to take her own life. So I'm getting chills just even talking about it, but it was raw and emotional. I think it was well done. I know that there's a lot of people that were they couldn't get into it, or it was too much for them, and I get that, but I'm not asking for controversy on here. I'm just sharing with you what I thought of it, and I enjoyed it. So the other one my husband and I just started just this week is The People vs. O.J. Simpson on Netflix. Another one I didn't think I would really get into, but I kind of, like I told my husband, I compared it to, I love like Law and Order and SVU and stuff, so it's kind of like watching Law and Order, the way that they kind of do the episodes, but on a real life scenario that actually happened. Something that I learned through this, so this took place back like around 1995, which I was in 5th grade. So I remember hearing bits and pieces about the O.J. Simpson trial and the white Bronco and the glove, but I didn't really remember much other than that. So I was young at the time. I had zero idea that he was linked to the Kardashians. I didn't know that like Kim Kardashian's dad was one of OJ's lawyers. No idea. So that was, I kind of cracked up when I saw it. I don't know. It was just weird humor, I guess. So that was interesting. But we've been watching that at night and really enjoying it so far. We've only watched like the first few episodes, but 2 thumbs up so far. Video games. If you know my family, you know that we're huge geeks, and most of us like gaming. I like gaming in small portions. My husband and our son love gaming, and that's basically their main hobby. It's something they can now do together, which is kind of fun. But what my husband and I, we started Borderlands forever ago, back before we had children. And we just started playing Borderlands 2 again this past week, just to kind of pick it up and play. I love that game. I don't love many like bigger, like drawn out games. The first game I ever beat on Xbox 360 on my own was Call of Duty 4, and I put a lot of hours into that. Resident Evil 5 I played through multiple times with my husband. But I don't really play like the bigger games. I like stuff like Overcooked, which I talked about in one of my coffee talks, and just like the more like silly games, I guess. But we got back into Borderlands and we've been playing that a little bit. So if you played any of those, leave me a comment, let me know I'm not alone. Let me know I'm not alone. For new snacks and food type stuff, I don't have a ton, but one thing I have been obsessed with is this vanilla matcha green tea from the company Steeped Tea. So this is, if you're not familiar with matcha, it's very trendy. It's just, I mean, it's ground up green tea leaves. Seriously. It doesn't look pretty. It doesn't even smell pretty. It smells like tea. But it is the ground up tea leaves, if I'm not mistaken. And it has like a crap ton of antioxidants in it, and one serving is half a teaspoon. So, and it gives you the same amount of caffeine as a cup of coffee. So I have been mixing this with a cup of orange juice in the morning for like a cold caffeinated drink. I did ask for a cold brew coffee pitcher for my birthday, so whether or not I get that. But in the summer, I kind of like cold drinks. Hot coffee is fine and all, but sometimes I don't want to wait for it to cool down enough to drink it, and I like something cold. So the matcha and orange juice has been satisfying that craving for a cold caffeinated drink. Anybody else tried it? I mean, not necessarily from this company, but have you tried matcha ever? I tried a plain, just like the plain unflavored matcha. Did not like it. So, but this one tastes like vanilla, and when you mix it with the orange juice, it's like a orange creamsicle, which is tasty. You can also make like oatmeal energy balls, if you've ever seen those, where you take oatmeal and banana and like chocolate chips and peanut butter and mix it all up, and you can add some of this to make them like extra energy. So that's a fun tip. They have a pineapple punch flavor that I want to get to mix with like lemonade and other juices, but I'm not splurging on anything else right now. So this will last me a little while, but until then, that's that. The other thing that I've been newly obsessed with is a drink from Starbucks. And again, before you freak out, because we're on a budget and I'm open about the fact that we're on a tight budget. Each year for my birthday and holidays and stuff, whenever someone asks me what I want, I tell them I want Starbucks gift cards. And so typically, I'm a gold member. I don't go a whole ton, but typically what I get from my birthdays and stuff will last me almost until my next birthday. And so I had a little bit. Now my birthday's coming up and I'm down to like $1.93 on my gift card. So good timing, and every time someone asks, I tell them Starbucks gift cards because it's the one splurge that I like, but I don't like paying the prices. I understand they're overpriced, blah, 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 but it allows me guilt-free splurging at Starbucks. And so to get back to the main point, I have been really enjoying their pink drink, and that is really what it's called. It is their acai or strawberry acai refresher, which is caffeinated, mixed with coconut milk, ice, and fresh strawberries, but it tastes really, really good. It's kind of like strawberries and cream. Even my husband liked it, and he doesn't typically like any sort of drinks like that. So that's my new favorite like splurge drink if I'm going to get one from Starbucks. Have you tried it? It's yummy. I have got two products that I would like to share with you this week. One I've been using actually for a few years, and I'm not sure why I didn't realize there was a complementing product to go with it. The product I've been using forever is the Rimmel Stay Matte Transparent Powder. This I like because I get very oily and shiny skin, and so this helps to kind of stay matte, as the name would suggest. In my most recent Walmart beauty box, which I'll link here because I did just do a quick unboxing video of that, in that box I got a sample of the Rimmel Stay Matte foundation, and I used that the other day and immediately went out with the coupon that was provided, and I picked up one because it was phenomenal, and it looks like this. So I went with the light ivory. I'm very pale, if you can't tell. I don't tan, but I got this, and it's like almost like those mousse type foundations. It's really like light. It's not like a thick cream. It's airy almost, but not quite like the mousse. So it's a step between like a mousse foundation and just a liquid foundation, but it goes on super, super smooth. And I just like the coverage that it provides. I am not a makeup guru by any means, so that's probably why I sound like I don't know what I'm talking about. Using words like coverage is probably about as fancy as I get. But these products together are like my go-tos right now. Super easy. I don't do a full face of makeup. I have, currently right now, I have these on and then some black eyeliner. So I don't get fancy. And the last thing I want to talk to you about is something that I just started doing on my last coffee talk, but sharing the love with other YouTube channels. I just wanted to show you who I'm watching, I guess. I'm always curious to see who other people are kind of obsessed with at the moment. One I actually just found very recently, within the last few days. And her channel is Blessed with Blue. And when I started, she commented on one of my videos, and a lot of times I will go look if I see that they have a channel. I'll go kind of check it out and see if it's something that is up my alley. And it felt like I was looking into like my life. So she's a married mama of 2 boys. She has the budgeting videos and the favorites videos. And basically it was like looking into my own life, cleaning videos. And I just related really well with her. And so I've been kind of binge watching her videos. And if you like the stuff here on my channel, you will probably like what she has. And she's super cute and I just love watching the videos. So her channel again is Blessed with Blue. All right, friends, I think that's all I've got. I need to go ahead and wrap this up, and then I am going to go film a clean with me video because some stuff needs to get done around here. So stay tuned for that. I'm not sure what order these will go up in. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this coffee talk, please give it a big thumbs up. Until next time, I will see you later. Bye.